Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Disco Elysium. And I
The bed
have
is still cold from the broken.
absolutely zero idea what I was doing last time because it's been a while since I last recorded. I think I went to look in the mirror. What should we do next? Kim wanted to wait for the field autopsy. Let's let's try to fix the backlog. Let's talk to the truck drivers. Still no idea where our gun might be. Sure that's not gonna be a problem. Someone just running around with our gun and badge. We've already talked to this guy,
Now
right?
it's turning into a...
Yep. What is that? That is a dot, which means I can click on it. And it's not anything interesting. Great. Okay, more truck drivers, more truck drivers.
The woman still
Hello there.
has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
This feels like a Ruth thing to do, but not like I have any other
If you
option.
want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
So I should snap my fingers twice.
Where am I? Who are you?
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
I have no idea who I am.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s. The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
Because we need the amber to clone the dinosaurs. We need the amber to look for the mosquitoes inside to clone the dinosaurs.
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you came along, that is. Someone was. This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
Sounds like a cool dude.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
There's nothing wrong with that. What's some maladaptive daydreaming between friends?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
All of what? The world? The present? She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
Yeah, I'm sorry I broke
I
your
wasn't
daydream.
dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden. While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Methk, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Sounds like a lovely place.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What
For
I
fun,
see,
obviously.
what I feel. The great adversary. No drugs can compare.
The adversary is in Satan?
Yes. There is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Well, hail Satan, I guess.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary. The great unrest.
If you don't know,
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
why would I want to do that?
For glory of the World Republic. The thrill of the criminal lifestyle?
Lowman, what in the name of God are you talking about? Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
Amazing. That totally answers my question.
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grad, Lowman?
Drugs?
No, Lowman, diamonds.
Well, I don't care about diamonds, I want the
Diamonds
drugs.
are good for you, Lowman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras. Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Now
Show
what
me
do
your
you want
boots.
with an old woman's boots, Sheriff? I'm starting to think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are no Gabriel.
She's wearing sturdy worker's boots made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now, there was a real man.
Moreover, the boots were size 37, tiny. There are too many discrepancies in all this. Another discrepancy, although not boot-related, is the coronation of His Innocence, Franco Negro, which happened 500 years ago.
Maybe she's immortal?
It was. And then it was no more. And I was no longer holding my father's hand. He was no longer descending the stairs in Ryle. The crowd had gone silent. Perhaps it was another Jerife who came and woke me up, looking at my boots, asking questions. Or perhaps it was one of the others in this carnival. I don't remember.
Man, I don't know what she's taking, but I want some.
As she says carnival, she gestures to the empty square with the statue and the machines.
I could have told you that from just looking at them. The size is 37.
The feet of a little girl, they fit well on the pedals. Diamonds? Of course not. But whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean. Then it's contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Bad Hand,
Who?
Hermenegildos's bad hand, strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
I mean, that's a significant amount of people.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to on the Western Plain.
The Boyadero, Boya for short, is a cowherder from upstream Magritte, the great steppes of northern Mesk. He is a rugged individualist and explorer.
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain. Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell as the screen fills with the maiden's imploring eyes.
So the Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the
What the
Maigret.
fuck?
Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
That is not what I thought this was going. No, beautiful song.
The most beautiful. A true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a Boyadero.
What if to truly love a Boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
What if indeed?
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her thing.
So he doesn't think she's a smuggler.
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me. Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioners around. I drive routes no one else will. Lomonosov's Land, Udajnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain, the Transcatolia Magistral, you for 1A, Adestradas du Mirador, all the good ones, the deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly.
I'm something of an expert in blacking out.
You're right, Lowman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
No problem.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Is that all you woke me up to say?
Yeah,
Yes,
get back
go.
to your
Enough
daydream.
jumbling. I need to get back to Mesky.
Let's find some other truck driver. Yep. See if this guy has anything interesting to say again.
Hola, wandering man.
No, really? I am not going to talk to Measurehead. I've had enough of that.
Right to work!
Okay, nothing interesting here.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Is this Measurehead's truck?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia.
This
Not
is
unusual in this part of town.
this is definitely
This is
Measurehead's
that guy.
truck.
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Wait, is it this guy's truck?
Right to...
No, it's probably, yeah, it's this moron's truck.
Looking for something, Ront? Come to tell me to fuck off again? Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Yeah, hilarious, you fucking prick.
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. Apples?
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Yeah, apples? I take it you had other questions? Oh, not much anymore. I'm here apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing.
Look, as detective. I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges.
Yeah, the time-honored tradition of driving a truck from times
Oh,
immemorial.
I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular, Koiko picked apples.
Koiko may be another derogative for a person from Grad, you think?
Yep, it's one of their main exports. They grow him down South Yekokata. A beautiful place. Got great scenic vistas.
In fact, Yekokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas and supports virtually no plant or animal life.
Yeah?
I'm not
Says
gonna
who?
say a slur.
Then, I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell with those koikos. They're everywhere, except their own homes.
I want to keep interrogating him, but I don't want to say a slur.
He means the people living in Grad.
Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvolk, those degenerates from Grad. Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature, who am I to say otherwise? Did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides, even if I did have some, I wouldn't go putting my nose in them, huh?
Relax, you've got all you can get here. He probably doesn't even know what he's hauling, even if it is something unsavory. So he'd remain unaccountable.
Yeah, he doesn't look like someone who'd be in on it. He's more of the stooge vibe.
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've someone with a cart. What did you think it was? That's how deep into history our thing reaches, before machines. Not at all. We are part of a guild and everything, huh? It's very ancient, very prestigious.
So, a union.
Hell no. It's a guild.
Oh yeah,
Invitation
it's totally
only.
different.
Unions work for the rich fucks. They're basically the same. Been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit, but you can't replace experience.
Think you're confusing what a union is.
Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck him right up the ass. Mark my words. Generations of practice and no laughing matter. Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He says as he smokes.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Seriously, these pricks needs to stop making excuses for their own inadequacies.
Perhaps it's good to agree to get him talking.
I don't know I want to do that.
I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Koikos and worse much, but they do no booze.
He eyes you wearily, unsure how to respond.
Yeah,
This goes on
let's
for about 2 seconds.
do some actual police work. Let's pretend that we agree with him, gain his trust.
Damn, it didn't work. You should have signaled you're a nationalist before.
Fuck.
I don't know shit, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything.
Okay,
Lost his fucking job over it.
what button do I have to press to punch this fuck?
Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
If they were getting drunk inside the whirling in rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
What? Aren't we allowed to say that he's the kips who do all the stealing around here? That's not road to science, man.
Just, sir, you are a fine exemplary of a piece of human excrement.
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. But really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
Yes, yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sealang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him.
You
watch
didn't
yourselves.
offend my partner. You're really grating on my patience.
His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right. 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess so.
I don't want to talk to this fuck anymore. Okay. Do I want to become an art cop? Or a cop of the apocalypse? Or do I want to actually upgrade something? Yeah, it's probably best not to have a negative point in authority. So let's up that. Ooh, magnesium. Is there anyone else I can talk to? I'm gonna check. I have a feeling that I'm gonna regret this again.
The unpromising race pupil returns. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The Race Enigma runs much deeper than that. Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital, which is something your race naivistic communists never did.
Yeah, but I don't think you mean these two words when you say these two words. I think you mean something else.
Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your race descent. Everywhere around you, the fruits of its failure to challenge the world order. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted diseases.
I mean, the first two are pretty great.
Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large.
Individualism
Tell me,
is in
where
personal
have you
freedom,
gotten
not
love of pathetic communism
fucking
from?
capitalist individualism.
Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
No, disco music.
Offshoots of the... I am not
We've already
surprised
been-
you enjoy it so much.
Yeah, we've already gone down this path.
To the distance, in silence. He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
He had nothing to do with it.
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
That will be the...
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits. A protruding occiput and an indented zygomatic bone.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
He's doing phrenology. My fucking god, he's doing... Phrenology guy is doing phrenology.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind. I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called hardy boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful. Find out for yourself, endomorphic blob.
Interesting.
I feel... I always feel just drained of all... Talking to these pricks just drains me of any of all hope in humanity. But I guess we learned something? We did get some info on who might be dealing the drugs. Okay. Money! We need money.
Yes? Hello? Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Looking for something to read. It is. I know you are. Mm-hmm. What with?
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing. Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. Another comrade. Years of labor are pressing down on her shoulders. She deserves a hug for all the work she's done for mankind.
Yes, definitely. Give the comrade a hug.
You step in and close your arms around this foreign body, wondering
Don't do this.
touch.
Kids, don't do this
There's
at
a
home.
small movement
Always-
beneath your hands.
Always
you
get
shut
consent
your eyes. Then
before touching
tiny
another
voice
person.
breaks out and asks,
I cannot stress this enough. Do not touch other people without their consent. That is assault.
What is happening?
She seems to be confused. Your hands are wrapped around her polyester coat. The fabric feels cold, moist from the sea nearby. The situation is oddly intimate. Your cheek is pressed against her shoulder. Her hand is trapped between your chest. 5 seconds pass, and their passing seems so unimaginably long. Then she coughs and says again,
What are you doing, officer?
"Less talk, more feeling. Keep your eyes closed. Soak in the closeness.
I am
See what the feeling entails."
I'm a hug monster. No, I am fighting for the working class.
Fighting for it how?
Hug by hug. A hug a day keeps the bourgeoisie away.
Oh, I
Aw,
guess it's better than nothing. Keep fighting on, my fellow comrade.
thank you.
Is there anything else I can help you with? My husband? No, he's not. I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
She gives you a short nod and shifts her attention back.
I
With
don't
your
mean to
cockatoos,
disrespect,
Lucy?
sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get like this. It's better to indulge him at this point.
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Great idea.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Oh my fucking god, I can actually become... Yes,
Wonderful.
yes,
The
please.
store is open. No, absolutely not. Are you a policeman or a nanny?
I'm a nanny.
They are not missing, sir. I see.
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Let's get the bird book. Sounds like a very important thing we need to do.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Give me money.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavour. One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Certainly there are good things to be said about dependence.
It will forge ties between our working people.
Now, hey there. Sounds like someone isn't taking responsibility for the energy they bring into this space. Fighting, enemy. My philosophy is everyone just getting along.
Oh my god, you're one of those.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. A book about
Yep.
cockatoos?
Exactly.
There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies. Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? See those shelves there? Go, be drawn.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
You are a strange person. and I don't see, and I don't say that lightly.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
Okay,
What in
I believe
God's
you.
name is she talking about? Doesn't feel like it's thriving. Feels ghostly.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl? Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Her
11.
opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
10 out of 10 parroting right there.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
Nope, it definitely is.
Good, sir. What does a young child do with money anyway?
Yep.
No, I save it for
Turn
her.
around,
as a
hands
fund.
behind your back, you're going
She's
to jail.
securing her financial future out there.
Such criminal behavior would not happen in more developed countries.
Those countries will realize they've raised a lazy and spoiled generation. Are we done with the jokes now?
I hate you. I hate you almost as much as the racists.
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
Denial is the way she copes with criticism.
God, I've told her not to do that. It's disgusting. And I told you to mind your own business. Clearly, you have no idea how hard it is to raise a girl in this economy.
I mean, the accent fits this character so well.
This economy is a mysterious force, like cosmic weather, mysterious and harsh.
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy.
I'm really
Life
starting
doesn't
to
give
not.
breaks.
Really starting to dislike you. I hate you almost as much as the racist, and that's saying something.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. She's looking for one, but there simply aren't any good arguments for being an asshole.
Exactly.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there.
Okay, now say that like you mean it.
There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
It sounds like both the husband and the mother treat her the way she treats Annette.
Oh, well, my mother was horrible, of course. Absolutely perverse energies around that person. But my husband...
My husband is completely different, of course.
Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne. He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
Super silent, almost inaudibly so.
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior.
Of course, yes, this economy.
We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand. I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand.
I mean, why isn't she going to school? Kamala has sent people to jail for less.
She's been too busy helping me here. So she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education.
Clearly.
She will be back in school the moment the store takes off.
And hell freezes over? Never mind. It's not a good topic to get into. The woman looks aloof. Her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
At least the kid's inside out of the cold. Hi, kid.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
You just can't win.
Well, it's better to have homework than actual work.
Out of the rain and into the gutter.
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess. Oh, I found something while you were away. I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me.
Thanks.
The city, I mean. Like a detective does. Yes, I bet it looks good on you. Really serious.
Thank you.
Right, I have to get back to my homework now. Before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
Okay, let's try to work her. Please don't fail.
Because you know
Yes.
each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I used to stand out there all the time. Before Mother told me to focus on my homework. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Telling people the end of
Sounds
the
like
world
me.
is coming. I don't really understand what you mean by it. Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Thanks, I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too.
I didn't know I had to do that. I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Okay, see you around, kid. Keep on studying. Stay in drugs. Don't do school.
A small
All that.
mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
What games do you have here?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family? Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by
Hey, no,
circumstance?
Kim is my friend. We are friends.
Don't be so hard on yourself, sir. You just need to clean up a bit. And technically, friends are a bit like family. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
Huh. Yes, we'll buy Suzerainty, so that we can continue our Suzerain series. Should be a video coming out the day after this one, I think. I'll need to check my schedule. Yes, let's buy the board game. We can play with Kim.
Wonderful choice, sir. A wholesome family game. Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities.
Ah,
Highly
yes.
immoral stuff.
What's
You can
board
still
games
buy
without a
them.
little satanic panic?
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome, with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a pick-your-path adventure gamebook titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag. Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books?
The Choose Your Own Adventure books.
There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real.
Well, we know what our next objective is. Get 25 real so we can buy D&D.
That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplement, so it makes sense.
Yeah, obviously, it makes total sense. And with that goal in mind, I'm gonna call it an episode for today. So please remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all of the things that make the algorithm happy, and I will see you all next time.